What's going on, guys? Kivox here, and welcome to my noisy chair. But welcome to a new WandsDay, and I have 7 wands today that I want to show you guys that are also going to be going up on the shop. First, it goes up for the patrons. So usually the patrons are watching this video first, and then after that, it'll go public for everybody else. So if you are a patron and you're watching this on the early access tier, make sure you contact me if you do want to pick any of these up. Just in case you got to contact me before it goes public. It's usually a day or two before it goes up for everybody else. So just keep that in mind. So these 7 wands were kind of like a long time in the making. I've had pretty much like 3 or 4 of them completed for a couple months now. I was trying to get to 10, but recently I've had to basically tear apart my shop, move everything out of there, and it's kind of becoming like a kind of a big deal. I'm working on making an actual shop, like, getting a shed and doing all that stuff and a proper place to work. Hopefully that'll be in the next couple months, preferably before winter. No promises. I'm going to continue to make them, but it's going to be a little bit more difficult for me because it's going to be a lot of tearing my stuff apart. Not tearing my stuff apart, but kind of like storing it, unstoring it, restoring it when I'm done. So it's going to be a little bit harder. But for now, we have 7 pretty cool ones, I think. So I guess we could start off with the, I think this is actually one of the latest ones that I made. So this one is actually made out of Purple Heart. I know it looks very black. I did do a little bit of burning on it, and it was already a very dark purple color. So what ended up happening is it just basically became completely black. I was trying to go for a kind of melted gold metal look in between. And then I stained it a little bit just because the gold was very bright initially. And I don't think that worked out. It just looked too gaudy. This kind of mellows it out a little bit more. And if you look closely, there are little like bubbles on the gold. It's not just paint. It's a lot of carving on this one. You can tell I try to get it to be nice and organic and rounded. Obviously it's not perfectly straight. It's a little simple with what's going on with it. From afar, it doesn't really look like much, but when you get up close, there are a ton of little details. Remember, if you guys go to the Etsy shop, I try to take some really nice photos of the wands, high res, so that you guys can really see all the little details on it. But yeah, that's this one. It's, I believe, wait, where are my notes? This guy is 15 1/8 inches long. So I believe there's only one other wand in this set that is as long as this one. That's pretty long, by the way, for wands. I found that around 14 inches is a really good length. And I realized that because 5 out of my 7 wands today are actually 14 inches long. And the reason I made them that long is just because they felt right. They felt good at 14. 14 is a good middle point. Go a little shorter, a little longer. I know that it's not the Canon size. It is very long for Canon, but it feels good in real life. Does that make sense? I think it does. Next up, we got this one here. And if you guys do join us on the live streams on Fridays, you guys have probably already seen all of these because I do tend to kind of show you guys sneak peeks of them, especially since it's, the live stream and not everybody shows up to that. So I like to reward the people that show up. So if you guys ever want to get some sneak peeks of stuff, definitely check out the live streams on Fridays. So this one was a little weird. It started off, it looked a little different. It had a black handle originally. And what I ended up doing was I put some gold leaf on it, artificial gold leaf. It's just, it's not real gold, so relax. And I also drilled out and carved out the hole on the top here. It goes in probably about 1.5 inches in there, possibly a little bit longer. But then I also put some of that crumpled up gold leaf in there. That's why it looks all weird and distorted. And then we filled it up with resin, which I don't know why I said we. I filled it up with resin, and this is what we got. There's also a little bit of gold leaf on some parts over here to just kind of fill in and give it a little bit more of a cohesive look from the handle to the blade. And it's a very, very skinny little handle here. It's definitely not a, hey, hold it at the handle. It's more of a kind of just you grab it here. So the length for this guy, this is the other 15 and an 1/8 inch long. This is actually made out of cedar, which I think this was the first cedar wand I made. I think so. Yeah. Yeah. See, there's actually 2 other cedar wands in this batch, but they are painted, so you can't see it. But they're still cedar. So there's that. All right. Next up, we got this guy. So this is actually made out of ash. And I didn't change any of the color of the ash itself. All I did was burn this flat side. I call these ribbon style wands, you know, because they look like ribbons, obviously. And this guy actually has a few holes here. There's 6 holes. You can technically say there's 12 holes if you count a hole on each side, but they go straight through with some little copper inserts in there. And I like how this looks. I like how it's cylindrical here, and then it slowly kind of becomes flat, and then gets thinner and thinner and thinner, and then it has this nice little swoop here. So now this guy is also another one that's weird to hold. I would probably hold it all the way out here, mostly because this is kind of where the balance point is. Whoa, wow. This is basically where the balance point is here. So it's one of those that like, do I hold it over here? It feels very strange holding it all the way at the end. It's very light and it's very front heavy. So I would probably hold it up here as well. It also, if you hold it up here, you can kind of see the wand a little bit better. You can get a little bit more of the, thing. If you hold it here, you can still see it, but it just kind of covers up that handle. It's not a pommel heavy, so you're not going to want to, cup it like this. But I thought this guy came out pretty nice, and I'm very happy with it. This is one of the ones that I made a while ago, and it's just been kind of sitting around. I did a couple of coats of clear on it to make it nice and smooth, and now it's ready to go. The next 4 are, I think that they are my favorite out of the entire batch. One of them I am very on the fence about keeping. Again, I feel like every batch of wands, I always have one that I really, really like. And this one, I'm going to put it up for a little bit more on the shop because I do really like it. So if nobody picks it up, I'm not going to feel bad about it. But the fact that I kind of want to keep it says a lot to me and makes me not really want to get rid of it. But if somebody really likes it that much, then they deserve it. So this was one of the 3 that I had made a while ago as well. And I've just been sitting around waiting to get some more made before I put it up. This is another one of those cedar wands, but it is painted, and I kind of try to give it kind of like a stone look. So it is painted a very, very dark gray or black even. And then we have this dry brush with the gray on it to just kind of give it that stone look. And then obviously we have a acrylic marble look handle there with a little brass trim piece. I definitely think this one is super classy if you're looking for a simple, classy style, traditional style, you could even say. I don't think any of these I did on the lathe. If you guys remember, I do like lathe wands, but I always feel like they are a little on the boring side unless you go in and do a little bit extra work, which some people do a really good job of. But others not so much. This guy is definitely a handle holder. You definitely want to hold it here. It is basically where the balance point is, right around there. So that's where you're going to want to have your fingers. See, it just feels light. It feels like nothing, right? You want that point of balance. I really like this one. I've thought, when I first made this one, I thought about keeping it. And then after I made the one that I really, really like, I was like, nope, that one, I like that one better. Next up, we have this big old pommel heavy one right here, buddy. Look at this thing. Very, very pommel heavy, as you can see. This is like it's not solid. There is some air in there, but it is a very, very heavy pommel. It's made out of metal. And I tried to match a little bit of that color into the metallic paint on this. This is made out of Padouk or Padauk, however you want to say it, all right? Don't judge me. So I was wrong. I said 5 of them were 14 inches. I was wrong. This one is 14 3/4, almost 15. And then the rest of them, this guy's 14, this guy's 14, and the other 2 that I'm going to show you are also 14. So I love this one as well. As you can see here, there is this little bit of a taper here, but then if you turn that a little bit, it has a different profile. It's almost like a blade style. You can see that there's this ridge right here that goes almost all the way across, and then it basically tapers down in this direction here. It's like a diamond if you look at it from the top, and it's also like a diamond if you look at it from above, and kind of here too. But it also has these creepy holes. So if you are not into holy wands, then you may not love this one so much. I really like this. When I found this little piece right here, I was like, that's going to be a wand. I'm buying that. With the Padouk here, obviously there's a little bit of paint. I mixed a couple different colored metallic paints to try to match this kind of titanium-y looking color here. I think it's like a brushed nickel or something like that. And that's basically what I try to do here. There's a little bit of paint to fill in the low spots, and there's a couple little holes that run all the way up the blade itself. And then there's actually some holes here that go all the way through, which, you guys know I like that stuff. Now we're reaching the end. We're getting to my 2 favorites out of this last batch here. This one was the latest one I made. This guy is this is the youngest wand out of all of these. I think I finished it like yesterday. And it's, I think, the second wand that I have that has this much of a fragile look. Surprisingly, this is not as weak as it looks. Obviously, if you were to sit on this or squish it really hard, it would break. This wand is not for everyone. But if you like the design and you think this looks cool, this may be for you, because I really like it. It's made out of canary wood, and it's definitely one of my more ambitious designs, just because it was kind of scary. The whole time I was carving this, I'm like, oh man, oh man, oh man. And then when I finally got to toward the end, I was like, wow, okay, this is surprisingly pretty strong. Okay. And then we did all the little dots and stuff, the little holes, how people sometimes don't like those. But I think it looks super creepy, but also elegant at the same time. There's a lot about this wand that I like. I love this shape right here. I think this shape came out really, really good. And then we got this little carve out on it, and it's just super nice. Now, the way you would hold this one is exactly the way you would imagine. It's kind of like a knife handle or a kind of like a blade handle, like something. I would say it's more like a knife handle. It kind of feels like a knife handle, but it has this weird part here that's kind of empty. Not the most comfortable, okay? But realistically, how many spells you're going to cast in one sitting, right? Just throwing that one out there. It's also 14 inches long. And I think it's pretty cool. By the way, guys, don't forget to leave a comment letting me know which one is your favorite. And if you have any ideas for wands, also leave them in the comments. And I will, I always read the comments. I don't respond to every comment, but I read every single comment. It pops up on my phone. I read it. Don't always have time to respond, but I do read them all. So, okay. So now that we talked about that one, there's only one left, and that is this guy right here. This is by far, not by far, but by an amount, my favorite wand out of this entire batch. I really like it. I really like it. Again, I've been sitting on this one for a while. I don't know if it's partially because I don't want to sell them that I haven't been putting them up. I kind of want to keep these because I really like them, but I love this one. I went kind of for that stone look again. So we did black with the gray dry brush, all the little dots. I love how this section right here looks, and on the inside as well. I don't know. It's something, I think it's just because it looks like it's like these two separate parts of the wand are kind of holding this little ball here together. And it just feels cool. Like I think this is one of my favorite designs. It's super simple though. As you can tell, it's like basically a diamond shape from above, right? And then we cut out this part, did all the details, and that's it. But it's just like something about it. I don't know. Definitely think when I did the paint job on it, I was just like, yeah, that paint looks good. And I really liked it. I love this wand. Again, if nobody picks this wand up, I'm not going to be upset about it. I'll leave it up for like a couple of weeks. And if nobody bites on it, then I'll just have to keep it. Oh no. So there you have it, guys. That was this month's last couple months new WandsDay. All the wands should be up on the shop if this video is public on YouTube. If not, if you are watching this on Discord or on, if you're a patron and you're watching it on Discord, then hit me up on there, send me a message and say, hey, I want to pick this one up. And then we'll work it out from there. All right. If you guys want to join the Discord Patreon, then there should be a link at the end of the video or down below. Both. I think we should be both. Also, we're doing the channel members now, so you can also join that. There should be like a little join button below around where the subscribe button is and stuff. If you want to support us, you could support it as little as $1, I think, a month, and it just helps out the channel a little bit. Helps me with my my shed project that I'm working on, and that's about it for this time, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope to get at least a couple more wands out next month, and look for, you don't have to look forward to it, but look for the wand review video coming up. All right. Thank you guys for watching. Oh, wait. If you guys don't know what wand review is, you submit your wands pictures and stuff, and I talk about them. I say how bad they are or how good they are. Usually, I don't say how bad they are. I just tell you what I would change. Just my opinion. So if you want to do that, you can send them over to newwandsday@gmail.com. I know it's a little confusing because this is the new WandsDay video, but whatever. Send that over to that. And thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.